Welcome to Chinese History for Sleep, the podcast where we dust off the history books and listen to the voices of the past. I am your host, Rachel Zhang. Today we're traveling to a time of incredible chaos and even more incredible thought. A period in Chinese history where the map was a bloody jigsaw puzzle, constantly being fought over, where kings raised armies of hundreds of thousands, where the very meaning of order, power, and the good life was being questioned, debated, and written down. This was the Warring States period, roughly from 475 to 221 BCE, and out of its relentless violence and uncertainty came some of the most influential ideas in all of human history. This is the story of how the crucible of war forged the philosophies that would shape China for 2 millennia. To understand the philosophers, we first have to understand the worlds they were trying to fix. Imagine the former Zhou dynasty kingdom, once unified under a ceremonial king, now shattered into 7 major powerful states: Qi, Chu, Yan, Han, Zhao, Wei, Qin. The name for the period says it all. They were constantly at war. This wasn't the chivalrous combat of some legend. This was total war. The introduction of iron weapons replaced bronze, put deadly, cheaper arms into the hands of massive conscript armies. The crossbow became the great equalizer. Warfare was revolutionized. It was no longer about aristocratic heroes and heroines, but about discipline, logistics, and numbers. Hundreds of thousands could die in a single campaign. The old rules were gone. The question every ruler faced was stark and simple: conquer or be conquered. Survival was not guaranteed. This created a desperate demand for talent. Rulers became patrons, eagerly seeking out advisors who could offer them a winning advantage, be it in strategy, economics, statecraft, or morality. It was into this pressure cooker that the 100 schools of thought emerged. And today, we're focusing on 4 of the most enduring: Mencius and Confucius. The first, perhaps the most famous, voiced that of Confucius, or Kongzi. Now, Confucius himself lived just before the Warring States period, in the preceding spring and autumn period, but his teachings became the bedrock of the philosophical debates that followed. Confucius looked at the chaos and saw a simple root cause: a loss of virtue and a breakdown of social relationships.